Hey, welcome to The Modern Musician. I'll be starting this series as we look into the future and function of this channel, and I thought it's high time that we enter Platinum Season. I've long since been a PlayStation fan and found it high time to finally squeeze these games for all they have. To start, I want to be working through our classic PlayStation icons, starting today with none other than Spyro the Dragon. Bit of an easy one to start with, I admit, and I haven't even mentioned how we start with 16 trophies. Sorry. Anyway, let's go ahead and just start easy, and we'll grow from here. Now, let's get this thing. Now, fortunately, Spyro is a very simple platinum using the excellent and pretty straightforward guide from PSN Profiles. It's even easier yet. With a 2 out of 10 difficulty, 1 measly playthrough, and a 7-hour completion time, there's nothing to worry about here. Now, for the bad news. I did start this platinum journey halfway to completion. At a previous time, I had gathered around 16 trophies. Maybe not the best way to start our time together, but I could not think of a better game to begin with, so respectfully get over it. Anyway, it's platinum time.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
First trophy I had yet to collect was Hop, Skip, and Jump. If you jump on the 6 rocks located at the beginning of the Artisan World, you'll unlock the secret entrance to Sunny Flight. In case you didn't realize during your regular playthrough, like me, who made it 3/4 of the way through without getting this trophy, there is a dragon later on who tells you about it after you save him. Just like a lot of trophies in Spyro, this is required for 100% completion, so you're going to get it sooner or later. I broke Spyro into completion, collection, and challenge trophies. A challenge is very generous, as this one consisted of flaming 10 sheep, so not the most challenging in and of itself. Most, if not all, levels will have a hidden challenge trophy. Using the guide during my playthrough helped eliminate any unnecessary replays. Barnstormer was another quick one, though it was the first hint, in this playthrough at least, of my intelligence or lack thereof. I read Arch as an arch, okay, instead of an arch. Anyway, I thought the trophy was bugged for a second, and no, just me. I'm bugged. Those were the only miscellaneous trophies left for the Artisan World at least, so I went ahead and cleaned up, getting the 100% in all the levels and in the main world, and we are moving on to the Peacekeeper's World, World 2. Shoot the Moon kind of speaks for itself. You need to get the Norks to taunt you and show their good side, so to speak, and shoot the cannon and you're all set. Dang, shawty! Hot Wings 1, pretty straightforward. It's another one of those challenge trophies. You just need to commit some slight ferricide at night flight. As stated in the trophy guide, it's a good idea to 100% the flying levels before completing the challenge trophies. This removes any time limit you might have, giving you plenty of time for some French fried fairies. Found them and burned them. Moving on. Again, that clears up my miscellaneous trophies for the Peacekeeper's World. I went ahead, 100% at all the levels. We are moving on to the Magic Crafter's World, World 3. Coming through is all in the name, really. Just need to line up the 4 armored druids at the start of Magic Crafters and, well, do what it says. Yes, I am. Straight through. Another simple challenge trophy, Arachnophobe, just needs you to defeat all of the metalback spiders in the High Caves level. Whoa! That fairy kiss got me acting all the foul. Not the most original title, but Hot Wings 2 is the exact same as Hot Wings 1, just this time in Crystal Flight. Complete the level, burn a fairy or 2, go home. With those few miscellaneous trophies in the Magic Crafter's World, I went ahead and 100%ed all the levels. I did actually this time leave a couple gems in the main world of the Magic Crafters. I'll talk about that later, but for now, we're moving on to Beastmakers, World 4. Rocketeer was another fine example of my 2 brain cells. It took me a hot minute to figure it out. The guide was super simple and clear. You just gotta get rid of the enemies, launch the rockets. Problem was, I could not figure out for the life of me how to get onto the platforms. Took me a solid 5 to 10 minutes to find the gliding point further on in the level, as you can now see. Clearly, not my best work, 2 out of 10. We'll get them next time. Lit the 3 fireworks within 15 seconds. Woohoo. Moving on. Mushroom Hunter is a trophy I probably would have struggled with more than I'd like to admit without having the guide. But the guide makes it super simple, telling you where all 5 mushrooms are. Just gotta find them, flame them, and we're all set. I believe it is time for me to fly, although being a mouthful was also my first difficult trophy for the run. I am just not good at these flying levels. Inverted controls? Nah. Time limit? No thank you. Short range flame? Yeah, I'll see myself out. I was able to figure it out. We got the trophy to pop after more time than I'd like to think. After those miscellaneous trophies, I went ahead and finished 100%ing the Beastmaker's world, and we are now moving on to Dreamweaver's World 5. As the name of the channel might suggest, as much as I love games and diving deep into them, I am a musician first. It's been my first love for as long as I can remember. So I like to take a little moment to recommend a song every video to y'all. So for this video, I'm recommending Got to Have You by Fulton Lee and Clark Beckham. It was a song that kind of fell into my lap. You know, no one's paid me to say this or anything, but I totally recommend you guys check it out if you like a little bit of a bluesy I Won song. Anyway, let's get back to Spyro. Fool's Errand is another simple trophy that I'm surprised I didn't just accidentally come across. I did just about get this far in my previous playthrough. Just gotta charge some fools. Scrap metal. Very frustrating. The first half of this trophy is super simple. You just gotta complete the level like normal, kiss the fairies you need to, take out the tin men that are there. However, once you find the secret location, shown here, you have another of the few difficult sections in the game. You just need to make it to the top of the staircase before the wizard wakes up the tin soldiers. If you're too slow, then you're unable to proceed and must attempt to climb again. Although I was a little burnt out at this point, I was super frustrated with this part because I am just not good at this game. I don't know what it is. The movement is super smooth, just not for me. Obviously, I was able to figure it out by the end. Still frustrating. So Bad Doggies just requires us to defeat 3 demon dogs in the Dark Passage world while they're in their large form. So at this point, I was definitely getting a little bored of the Spyro grind, if you can call it a grind. I performed awfully in the level. The trophy was super simple, but my patience had left. Completed nonetheless. All Puffed Up takes place in the Lofty Castle level. I really enjoyed this level. I thought it was a nice change of pace. The enemies were pretty straightforward, and the openness I enjoyed. Once you find the location that the 4 puffer birds are at, you just simply need to run through them and get that trophy to pop. Fly Like an Eagle is a repeat of what we had to do in Crystal Flight previously, just now in Icy Flight. Have to complete the level 100% without touching the ground. Simple enough, just took me more attempts than I may like to admit. Jacktacular was the first time that the trophy guide actually kind of confused me more than just playing the level. I think I would have been able to figure it out, and I was definitely thrown off by the language and over-explanation used. The actual challenge is simple enough. You just need to defeat the 4 nightmare beasts in one glide, which the game sets up pretty easily for you. A little bit too easily in hindsight, and at the time when I got this trophy, it really made me think how simple this platinum trophy was, but we got it regardless, and we're moving on. Again, we finished 100%ing the Dreamweaver's world, and we are now moving on to our final world, Nork Nexus. Rat-tastic just requires us to complete Nork Cove without killing any rats. I definitely was a little tired at this point in my almost 5-hour gaming run, and while I did okay at the beginning of the level, we did unfortunately have a fallen soldier. Rest in peace, Remy. The last in my trilogy of Idiocracy, in this platinum at least. What really grinds my gears just requires you to destroy 6 gears in the Twilight Harbor level. Oh my goodness. This took a few attempts. The gears reset on death, which took me way too long to realize, almost 20 minutes of retrying and getting confused. So, we got it in the end. I'm stupid. Dragon On and On was actually the first time I ever faced our nasty friend, and officially the furthest point I've ever made it in the game. All this requires from us is for Nasty Nord to complete 5 full laps in the 3rd section of his boss fight, if you count both of the Egg Thieves as 1 and 2. Pretty simple to do, and once you get on your 2nd or 3rd go-around, you learn that track real well, and you find ways to speed it up. The only thing this requires is that you don't attack Nasty at the end of his lap. Otherwise, he'll move on to the next part of the boss fight. Once we got our 5, we hurry up and finish the rest of this incredibly easy boss fight. Goodbye, buddy.
You're toast, Nork. Sorry I took so long. Almost forgot about you guys.
What about Ganasty Gnork?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to find.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
I'm in the Money is technically the most involved trophy, requiring 100% completion from the game, though 99% of the work has been completed throughout our playthrough. We just left a few gems in the Magic Crafter's world. We do that because, as the guide states, there's a common bug where if you 100% the game before saving the final dragon, Magnus, as shown here, he can sometimes keep you in a loop, saying that you still need to finish the 100% completion, even though you already have. This prevents you from unlocking the final level, which is required for this trophy, and then the final trophy of Hoarder. So we went ahead and saved those gems till now. Heading back to the Magic Crafter's world, I am so stupid. I spent almost 30 minutes trying this jump. I swore that the key to get the chest in order to get our final 10 gems was on this platform. I spent so many attempts falling and falling and falling until finally, the winning attempt, I made the jump, and then realized after I got over that it's just the start of the level. It's just the start of the level. It's one big circle. Yeah. So I very quickly found the key because it was pretty obvious and felt incredibly stupid. And then we finally got our trophy. And I lost respect for myself. Hoarder is the final trophy for this Platinum Challenge. Just requires us to 100% Nasty's loot, which is the kind of reward level after 100%ing the main game. This was a super fun and neat little level, very rewarding, and a very welcome change of pace. After all that work, there she is, the Platinum Trophy for Spyro the Dragon. Well, that is one down and many more to go. Overall, I must comment on the ease and enjoyment of this Platinum, although I definitely knew that going in. It was super fun and a very quick step into this massive world. I do intend to complete the other 2 games in the trilogy soon, most likely before we move on to our next icon. Let me know in the comments who you'd like to see next. Thank you so much for joining. Please leave a like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And stay funky, my friends.